nScreenNoise. My name is Colin Dixon, founder and chief analyst at nScreen Media, and today is September 11th, 2015. With all the focus on streaming these days, it is very easy to forget about the pioneer of on-demand watching, the humble DVR. But we are going to spend some time this week on nScreenNoise talking about the DVR, and we are going to start with the DVR pioneer, Tebow. Tebow had a very good quarter last quarter, increasing subscribers by 26% to over 6 million. Now, the vast majority of Tebow subscribers these days are actually coming from operators because the company has put a sharp focus on becoming a multi-screen provider to many operators like Mediacom, Cogeco, Suddenlink and Virgin Media in the UK. But they have been losing subscribers for quite some time, that their own direct subscribers, but not this quarter. They managed to increase subscribers by 37,000 to 941,000 subscribers. So the company seems to be doing pretty well, focusing on being that multi-screen solution for operators, which seems to be working there, and in the design and implementation of their customer direct solutions like Romeo, with features like cross-service search that allows you to search across OTT and television services. They really seem to be resonating with consumers as well, and it's got that growing again, got that side of the business growing again. Now, Tebow is also working very hard to defend its IP and has had many successful lawsuits in the past. Well, this week they announced that they are suing Samsung over 4 patents. 2 of those patents have been their most reliable patents in these types of lawsuits. One is for time warp, that is the basic idea of shifting television viewing time, and the other one is trick play, fast forward, rewind, pause, etc. on that video. So as I say, these have been very successful for the company in the past, and lawsuits have provided a lot of cash for the company over the many years of its existence, and well, we'll have to see how they do against Samsung with these 4 patents. And finally, we have a fix to a perennial problem with DVRs. How many times have you set it to record the game and missed the end because it went into overtime? Well, if Gracenote has its way, that problem will be no more. The company announced a new feature called DVR Extend that will allow the DVR to automatically extend its recording of a game that you are currently wanting to watch later, and it's doing this in 4 ways. First, it is using predictive analysis based on live game data that it's seeing. Second, it is using historical game data to figure out if they think this game is going to run long. Third, of course, they're using TV schedules to make sure that they're looking at the right games. And fourth, and probably the most important component of this, is human editors. So the human editors will be making sure that they get it right and do not end early. Now, the way this works is that that Gracenote will actually send operators that have signed up to use their data real-time updates that the DVR can react to and automatically extend the recording of the game that's being recorded. Now, Rovi, the other big player in this space, or another big player rather, also says that they have a feature like this coming, although it's not available today and they had no formal announcement. But there's one caveat with this: your operator or the provider of your DVR needs to be signed up with a data provider that supports this, so in this case Gracenote, and they have to actually support it in the DVR for it to work. So don't turn on your DVR and expect it to work tomorrow. You'll probably have to wait a little. Overall, it looks like the DVR's future, however, is not so bright. Nielsen says in Q1 2015 that we watch 4 hours and 55 minutes of live television every day in the US, but unfortunately only watch 35 minutes of time-shifted television, primarily through those DVRs. And Ericsson goes on to say in its Q2 2015 video study that the number of people watching recorded linear TV daily was 35% in 2010, but has actually fallen to 25% today. Now, what did streaming do over that period? Well, back in 2010, about 34% of us were watching streaming, about the same as we're using a DVR at that time. Today, it's over 50% are using streaming on a daily basis. And that, by the way, is pretty much the same number who are actually watching live TV. So, very interesting dynamics there. Now, looking at that data, it looks to me very much as though the DVR is pretty much on the same trajectory as live TV. I don't think there's going to be a sudden dramatic disappearance of the DVR in consumer households. I think what we're going to see is as live TV viewing declines, DVRs will also decline as people switch more and more to streaming services providing a lot of that content. So it could be a long, slow decline ahead for the DVR, but at least for now, we're seeing some growth with companies like Tebow. And we'll be tracking the DVR's decline, growth, or whatever it does here on nScreenNoise.